Everything I do is whoa. At the bench, jumping out the bed.
Damn, what does that smell? It smell like, it don't smell bad. It actually smell real good. You don't smell that? You don't smell that? Smell like money. Nah, just playing, man. Having a little fun today. Because today we ended the day with a W. We took 2 trades. 1 trade we took partials on and then got stopped out and break even. The second we hit full TP. So I'm going to show you guys both of those trades. As you can see, I'm in a good mood, feeling like myself a little bit. Yesterday I did take off. So I think a lot of times, I don't know if last time I did the same thing and I came in the Thursday after that and I said I felt good. It's like taking a day off the markets, not having to think about it, not having to do nothing, really do be changing the game for me. So I'm going to continue doing that every single Wednesday. I will not be trading, you know what I'm saying? I boost up my team, you know what I'm saying, my Discord, help them out if they need. But I personally will not be trading on Wednesdays from here on out. You know what I'm saying? Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday are the days that you're going to check me on the charts, and maybe days that you get videos from me. Wednesdays, if you get a video from me, it may just be like shorts or something not dealing with an actual trade that I took. So again, smell like money today. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into this trade. All right, man. As you can see, it's actually my first time looking at the charts again since I took my trade, and damn. So I was looking for buys today, but it looked like it retraced back, gave a little deeper pullback from this low here to this high, gave a deeper pullback, and then just shot up, man, with a lot of volume. It's afternoon, them afternoon sessions, bro, be hidden. Damn. I don't trade after 11, so I ain't see this, but that shit was fire. That 1 o'clock time. Let me see what time it actually happened. 1:30. We had this big ass push up, and there was no news from what I know. But let me show you why I got into this trade. So obviously we got our previous day high and previous day low marked off, right? Let me go to the 1 hour. We got our previous day high and our previous day low marked off. You can see that we have taken sell side already, so I can guarantee you we probably coming back up here. Just because, let's see where we're at now. Yeah, we're above that 61% of this drop right here, and then as market open, the very low that we had right here. We're above that 61%. Basically disrespected it. So I think we are going to continue up to this high. But either way it go, like you can see that we're bullish, right? So the only thing I was looking for today were buys. I initially got in off the, I think 1 minute, but it was a 15-minute that told me, okay, it's time to buy, right? So there was 2 areas of interest that I sent out to my team. There was a 2 5-minute order blocks, one sitting here, and then as you can see, one sitting here. Price did end up coming back into that, but these 2 order blocks were my areas of interest. I end up taking the first one just because we got some good reactions off of it. I got in on the 1 minute. As soon as this candle, let me see if I can make that a little bit better for y'all. As soon as this candle closed and pushed above, I didn't initially get in as soon as it did, but it retraced a little bit and then started popping up again, and I just ended up entering. My TP was going to be this area here, but I ended up getting out here just because on the 4 hour we got some resistance, right? Pull that back. On the 4 hour, we got some resistance at a EMA, and it was playing around. It was like consolidating for a minute. Let's pull this up here. So you see where this 4 hour 50 EMA is sitting? We were getting a lot of resistance in that area. So I just ended up pulling partials once it got to my 1-to-1, and then it kept playing around. You know what I mean? It kept playing around, and I got out. Once I took partials, which was, I think, right in this candle here. Hold on, let me make that a little bit. This candle here, it took partials and I ended up putting my stops at break even, and I ended up getting stopped at break even. But this one was just an easy trade, not an easy trade. It just wasn't complex. It wasn't complicated, right? I saw what I needed to see. On the 5 minute, I saw that we had broken some structure on this area right here. We had a fair value gap and an order block sitting right there as well. Anytime I see both fair value gaps and order blocks sitting right above, right next to each other, I tend to go for the order blocks instead of the fair value gaps, just because I want to get in better entries. Because I assume that price is going to want to tap into the order block as well. So I just wait. Even if price does take off without me, I typically like to wait, right? The reason I didn't wait to see if price was coming down to this one, just and like taking some sell side, which you can see it end up doing later in the day, was just because we end up taking some lower time frame sell side, right? Like I said, I entered on a 1 minute right here, and as you can see, we initially shot up, right? And that wasn't, I think I was on a 5 minute, 15 minute looking at it anyway. So I wouldn't have seen or paid attention to this. I waited till the price came down, respected some sell side, and then shot back up, right? So as you can see, let's take this off. We had sell side sitting right here, lower time frame, sell side. And usually if I'm in an area of interest, that's what I want to see. I want to see price come up and then fail, not really fail, but then come back and take some smaller time frame sell side and then push back up. As you can see, we were choppy for most of this move. So it is what it is, but nonetheless, I did end up, what am I doing? I did end up benefiting from it. Again, I took partials and then got stopped out the rest. So I think on this one, I was risking 1,000 to get 2,000, and I took partials at 1,000, so that's all I got off this particular trade. Let's put that back on there. I got in somewhere like right there. Something like that. I actually got out here, so let me not do that. So and like I said, it's super choppy. So I end up getting out of this once it hit my break even, right? So that's the first trade. Super simple as far as structure goes. I got other stuff going on. This my again, like I said before, this my swing. So as far as structure goes, right, we're making highs, high lows, higher highs, higher lows. So that's all I was looking to do for that continuation. I was thinking about this particular order block here, but by the time I got out of my second trade, I had already taken 2 trades, so I wasn't taking a third one, and it was after 11 o'clock, so I was just done with it. I wasn't anticipating this big ass move right here, but it happened. Nevertheless, that's the shit that, you know what I'm saying, it happens. You know what I'm saying? You miss big moves like this, but you know, we'll get it next time. So that was CL. Again, to break it down just a little bit more, I put my previous day high, my previous day low on, right? At the time we were sitting above previous day high. So if I'm looking at price and I'm like, okay, we took previous day high, we're currently sitting above previous day high. The next thing we're probably going to do is retest that area, right? It might not be right at the area of the previous day high, but we're going to retest it at some point. Right? It's just going to be a break and retest type of situation. So that's the move that I was looking for. Again, I have 2 ways that I get into the market, right? And I said this in my strategy. If you have my strategy, it'll be broken down a little bit more detail, but there's 2 ways I get into the market, right? I get into the market by manipulation moves like that. Something like that, where it consolidates, manipulates, and then continues on. Or I just get the break and retest. So a move like this, right? Break and retest. Those are the 2 entry points that I get into. And as you can see, that's what happened on for this move. Now, this was a lower time frame. This is a 5 minute, I guess, break and retest. The 15 minute break and retest would have been this one here, which as you can see, was the biggest move. Now, them 15-minute break and retest, bro, them just be hitting. I ain't even gonna hold you. Them just be hitting. So, because if I bring out my fib and I use the fib for equilibrium only, right? So, on all my other things, pairs that I trade, I would use 50%. I use 61% for CL. So I want it to come below equilibrium, which is 50%. Guaranteed, not guaranteed, but more times than not, it's going to hit the 61% for oil. Now, I don't know about the other ones, but I back tested so many times, the 61% hits for oil. So I would wait. If this would have happened in the 8:30, 9 o'clock time when I'm trading, this would have been the move that I would have taken. But it happened at 1 o'clock, so I didn't get to take it. But yeah, that's it, right? We had a break of structure. We had lower time frame sell side taken, and then we continued on up to try to take the high. It did play around a little bit, but it did end up taking the high eventually. The next one that I traded was YM. Come on now. All right, so YM, I didn't catch the initial move. Most of my members in my Discord who traded caught the initial move. I did not, however. I did see what price was doing. Like, I understood what price was doing. Again, we're below previous day low, so all we're looking for is price to retrace back into a area of interest so that we could continue on the trend, right? If I go, you can see that I have my previous day low marked off. That's why I know, okay, if we're below that area, okay, let's just say this, right? I'm gonna give you a little sauce. If we are in the middle of previous day high and previous day low, and we are bearish, we're aiming for previous day low. If we're in the middle of previous day high and previous day low, and we're bullish, we're aiming for previous day high if it had not have already been swept. 9 times out of 10, if it's not been swept yet, it's usually liquidity sitting right there. So that's why we aim for it, right? If we're mark off our previous day highs and our previous day lows, and we're bearish and we're below the previous day low, the only thing we're looking for price to do is retrace back up close enough into some sort of area of interest, usually on the 4-hour or 1 hour, that'll give us a continuation move back, right? I would like for price to come all the way back to previous day low to give me a better entry, but it doesn't happen all the time, right? Same thing for if we're bullish, right? If we, like CL, we were above previous day high. I just want a price to come back down into that area. Doesn't really have to be that area, but somewhere in that area where there's either on a 1 hour or 4 hour, where there's an area of interest, more than likely it's a gap somewhere in that area that we want price to fill in order to have the continuation, right? So that's what we did here. So we were below the previous day low. We see that price is just dumping, right? So we want to continue that trend. We don't really want to try to catch reversals in this particular time just because we're super bearish. So all I did was I went to the 1 hour on this one, and I saw that around that 7:30 time we had tapped into this gap. So I'm like, okay, that was my area of interest. If I would have wanted to get in right there, and as you can see, it just dropped, that would have been the perfect area of interest, right? But I missed it. So around at 8:30, 8:45, 9 o'clock time, I'm looking for a different entry. I'm looking for price to come back into a smaller time frame area of interest at that time. So I go down to the 15-minute. I'm like, okay, what do I see? Let me do this replay real quick because we had not gotten there yet. This is 8:30, right? So I'm here. I'm at 8:30. I'm like, okay, nothing has happened just yet, right? On the 15-minute. Let's go to the 5-minute to see. Nothing has happened just yet, but I do see some areas of interest where I would probably want to take some sales if I could. Now, mind you, I'm currently in CL. So these area of interest, remember I said I didn't catch the initial move. And the initial move would be here, right? This is my next area of interest. We already tapped into the fair value gap that I would want. Now I need lower time frame to give me an entry, right? Because I couldn't get in it at the initial move of the 1 hour. So my next area of interest would be this 5-minute fair value gap, right? Nothing has been tapped into it. We've already taken sell side. So guess what? Once we take sell side, we're going to retrace back to take some sort of buy side, smaller time frame buy side, right? Let's put this right here. We're going to take some smaller time frame buy side. Where's the next area of interest? This buy side right here, a fair value gap, that's also an order block. All like that those things, if you got a fair value gap that's also an order block, very high probability areas of interest, right? Again, I missed it. As you can see, prices continuously trying to go. And then we tap, right? So we tap this area. And again, this was 835. So I'm already in my CL. But I'm going to let it continue going. All right. You can see that it came back twice into the area of interest and rejected twice, right? But as it rejected, look what else it left. Another area of interest. So by this time, I had gotten out of break even of my CL trade, right? And I'm coming out and I'm seeing this right here. Hit twice, rejected twice, right? So on a high time frame, what does that look like? Just a huge bearish candle, right? Huge bearish candle. So I'm like, okay, if price comes back into these inefficiencies or fair value gaps, sitting here, really it's an inefficiency, not really a fair value gap, in my opinion. Just because that's how I look at fair value gaps and inefficiencies or imbalances, right? Whichever word you choose to use, I don't give a damn. This is how I look at it, right? I want price to give me an entry within this imbalance. So I went down to the 1 minute. I'm like, okay, the 1 minute is giving me some rejection. I just need a little bit more confirmation, right? Because we've already came up here twice and we rejected twice. So just give me a little bit more confirmation and I'm going to get into the trade. The next one was this one, right? So this bearish candle that engulfed this previous candle here on the 1 minute time frame is when I decided to get in. And then as you can see, 1 or 2 is what I go for. And boom. Well, not yet. Come on now. There we go. It hit, right? So that was my second trade that I got into. Again, below previous day low, right? So I'm only looking for some sort of retracement into a 1 hour or 4 hour area of interest. We got the 1 hour. We just happened to miss it because of time. So now I'm looking for continuation moves at this point, right? Just price to come up into a lower time frame area of interest at this point because I missed my higher time frame area of interest, and then continue on down. And I end up getting it off. So I basically missed 2 areas of interest, right? So had I had gotten in up here, this would have been a beautiful move, probably somewhere like this, right? This would have been a beautiful 1 to 5 risk to reward. Had I gotten in where I wanted to, you know what I mean? Probably could have gotten in here for some more contracts, but you know what I'm saying? That's here nor there because I didn't get into it. But I was able to, 1, identify that we were bearish, right? 2, we're below the previous day low. 3, we already hit a higher time frame or 1 hour or 4 hour area of interest, right? 4, I missed the initial move on a lower time frame, right? So I missed this initial move. My only option at this point is either let the trade go or see if there's some sort of retracement on another retracement on a lower time frame. And we just so happen to get it, right? 9 times out of 10, price is not going to do all of this right here. Usually US 30 moves. When it makes its move, it moves, right? So I was just lucky enough to get this entry because I had missed the first 2 entries, the better entries for the day, in my opinion. So yeah, this was my second entry. And I just went for a 1 or 2. I saw that we had room to go down, which we did, and I missed all of that. I got out of my 1 or 2 trying to be disciplined and didn't. I think runners may need to be something that I do, man. Don't get all out. Like, if runners seem plausible, runners are probably something I need to do because look at this. Look how far it went down. You know? It came back up, but look how far it went down. This itself could have been a 1 to 5. You know? But it is what it is. You take what you can get and you be grateful for that. again, smell like money today, and I was able to clearly identify the moves for the day, and that's I love those days for me, just because sometimes let me put myself back up. Sometimes when you're trading can be so like mundane and so like everything like meshes together, you know what I'm saying? Like your brain can be foggy, you know what I'm saying? Just because you always looking at the chart. So for me, I have to take that one day. I'm starting to feel like it's beneficial to my trading. I have to take the one day, because usually when I come into the next day, I make better decisions and I'm seeing the charts a lot more clear. So yeah, those were the 2 trades that I took today. If you have any questions, link down in the description. I'm also for my Discord, right? Ask me in my Discord, or if you just want to put a comment down below, that's fine too. But free Discord for now. I am starting, because I had 2 people. I was about to say 3, but one of them didn't even respond. But 2 people asked me and book a one-on-one with me. So I'm going to start accepting one-on-ones for those who do not want to waste my time, right? It's $150. If that's too much for you, this is not for you. If that's reasonable for you, then this is for you. You know what I mean? $150 one-on-one. You get an hour with me, maybe a little bit more, because I like to yap. You know what I'm saying? So it might not be an hour, maybe hour and a half, however long. But you get to ask me questions, go over your trades, go over my specific strategy for you in detail, right? So if you don't want to buy the strategy, you want the one-on-one and get the strategy information, this is your time to do it, because I will go over it in totality if that's what you need. If you want to talk about something else, cool, we can talk about something else. But yeah, I got that for you guys, available for you guys, link in the description. What else? It's the end of the month, man. It's Halloween, end of the month. I'm excited to see what November has for me. October was an up and down month for me. I would say October was probably a break-even month for me. So I can't complain too much. It was a mental month for me, as far as testing my mental all through October. So my goal is to focus heavily on my mental for the rest of the year, right? What I eat, what I read, what I watch, you know what I'm saying, how I treat my body. Like, I'm back in the gym today. I go back to the gym after this. You know what I'm saying? So I've been in the gym all week, so I'm super excited about that. Clarity is all I want. So yeah, let me stop yapping. That's all I got. Again, link in the description for one-on-ones and free Discord and the strategy if you want that. What else? Apex has its code. I think it ends today. It's 80% ends today. If you want that, link in the description for that code. I don't know. I think that's it. So I'm gonna see you guys next time. Peace.
Vibe blowing at the J, got the loud jumping at the pay. Everything I'm on slack. Everything I do is got the Benz jumping at